guys can review, I'm the District Director for State Representative Avelar's office. We are doing a Facebook Live today to discuss the mortgage assistance. We are having an informational session with different community organizers as well as IHDA today. So feel free to reach out to our office if you have any questions or you need assistance reaching out to any of these agencies. So with that being said, we will turn it over to Julio with IHDA to get started today. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Julio Soriano, and I work for IHDA, Illinois Housing Development Authority. I am really happy and honored to be here once again and being in a partnership event with our colleagues. And I do want to thank our agencies that are here today in helping out and providing us that support. IHDA continues to be committed, along with the governor's office and the governor himself, J.B. Pritzker, in making housing a top priority in his agenda. So one of the things that we've been focusing on is helping a lot of individuals that have been impacted due to COVID-19. And we've been working not only with the governor's office, but also with the federal government in making sure that we can find the proper funding to develop programs that can help many homeowners throughout the state of Illinois. We were focused not only helping renters and landlords, but now we're very excited to launch the Illinois Homeowners Assistance Fund. Today's presentation is going to be, today's agenda is going to be really packed on giving you an overall program overview, a couple things, who's eligible, who's not, and give you a framework of what the program entails and what those expectations may be. So the Illinois Homeowners Assistance Fund was created with the primary purpose of helping individuals that unfortunately are facing financial hardship and not have the ability to pay their mortgage, and also to help them stay on their properties in their avoid foreclosure. The source of funding that we got from the federal government is the American Rescue Plan Act, also known as ARPA. ARPA actually is a much bigger statute that is providing funding and liquidity in different programs throughout the nation. For the state of Illinois, IHDA, we are responsible to disseminate more than $300 million under this program, which is a very sizable amount of money that we are eager to deploy throughout the state of Illinois. With that kind of funding, each homeowner will be eligible to receive up to $30,000. The primary purpose will be to pay delinquent mortgage payments, mortgage reinstatement, or other housing-related costs, delinquent property taxes, assuming that there is no mortgage associated to the property, and that those property taxes have not been sold. In addition to that, we'll be able to cover delinquent homeowners insurance, flood insurance, delinquent condominium association fees, and delinquent mobile home lot rent. Next slide. Who's eligible? So pretty much anyone that faced a financial hardship due to COVID-19 after January the 21st, they must be behind at a minimum 30 days behind on the first mortgage. Now, if they have more than one mortgage on the property, the second and third mortgage potentially are also eligible for that. One of the things that's very critical for this program is ensuring that the individual can afford their payment. And that's why we're going to be using the 42% of monthly gross income as the baseline in ensuring that the individual can afford that payment. The exception will be, once again, if we are not paying the mortgage and we're paying any outstanding property taxes. The type of properties that are eligible for this program are single-family homes, condominiums, townhomes, and any properties between 1 to 4 unit buildings. And not only that, but the property must be located within the state of Illinois and must be used as a primary residence, which means this program, unfortunately, is not available for any investment properties. program is also based on income eligibility. Overall, the income eligibility is up to 150% of the area median income. The AMI will depend based on the county that the individual lives and the number of the household size. 150% AMI is very generous compared to other government assistance programs. The reason why we did this is that we again want to encourage a much larger pool of individuals to apply through the program. Once we start reviewing the application, due to a sense of urgency, we are going to be focusing on those applications that and where the household falls under the 100% AMI with imminent foreclosure judgment. Again, because they're currently in litigation and we're trying to avoid them from going into foreclosure. Or there's already a property tax sale. Once we go through reviewing all those applications, we're going to focus on those that fall under the households of 100% AMI in a very specific area code, zip codes. These areas were identified through our data analysis as being the most vulnerable areas with high delinquency in mortgage payments not being satisfied. After we review those applications, then we're going to be reviewing the following applications. Households that are under 100% AMI with none of the above characteristics, meaning there's no litigation pending. And then we will then go ahead and focus on any homeowners who identify as socially disadvantaged individuals. Lastly, followed by those applications that remain between 100 and up to 150% AMI. The steps how someone can apply is that we centralize all of the information of the program from FAQs to outreach information to a informational webinar on the IllinoisHousingHelp.org. We made it simple enough for the individual who's interested to go and find all that information. In addition to that, we have actually been contracted several agencies throughout the state of Illinois. A good size of them are actually HUD-approved agencies, and where the individual must go ahead, and we are encouraging them to go and seek housing counseling. Not only us at IHDA, but also me personally believe in housing counseling as being a key component and critical component for that individual to overcome their financial situation. As part of the requirement of this program, the individual must either A, seek housing counseling from a HUD-approved agency to get an outcome after exploring all of their loss mitigation options, or B, speak to the lender directly, but we must get a letter from the lender explaining what was the final outcome of that loss mitigation. The why we welcome housing counseling is that when you go to housing counseling through a HUD-approved agency, they take a very holistic approach to a situation. They will look at your finances, they will look at your liabilities. Not only that, but they're really well versed on the different loss mitigation options, and they're a good vehicle who can strongly advocate on your behalf. All of our agencies, again, will be located in the same website, which is IllinoisHousingHelp.org. The application portal opened on Monday, April the 11th, and will close at May 31st at 11:59 p.m. After that point, any application that gets approved and funded, we are going to be following up with those individuals. Why? Well, the reason behind that is that we want to make sure that, again, they can afford that payment. We also want to make sure that, and ask if there's been any changes to their life situation. They might have sold the property, they might have had, unfortunately, a difference in their income. But again, it's a quick follow-up that we're going to be doing. The application itself is also located on the same website, which is IllinoisHousingHelp.org. There's a quick questionnaire that the individual must fill out to determine, again, if they're eligible or not under the program. We do encourage the individual that whatever email they use to create an account, they must keep that email in somewhere that they can remember that, since all communication that we have for any outstanding documentation or whatever that communication may be from IHDA will be sent to that email. And then once they complete that questionnaire, they will go ahead and proceed in filling out the application and uploading any documentation. Types of documents we're going to be requesting. Well, some of them are very intuitive, right? Proof of ownership. You need to know who lives there. Do you own the property or not? Also, an ID of that individual. Income, right? So, pay stubs and so forth. A certificate from a housing counseling. This is again, after you go see housing counseling from a HUD agency, once they do it, the full intake, hopefully you get a good outcome after speaking to a lender, they will issue that certificate. And if not, then we need that letter from your lender explaining what was the final outcome. And that will be applicable for any loan that you're requesting help for. Next. Additional documents, mortgage statement, mobile home loan statement. If you have a second, third mortgage statement, copy of that. Property tax statement, property insurance statement, property flood insurance statement. If you live in a condo, your condo association fee ledger, and a lot lease. The following documents are only applicable for those special situations. Again, if you're going through litigation. So, notice of default from the servicer, court documents for foreclosure proceedings, notification of an upcoming tax sale, notification about an upcoming sheriff's sale. If you're having active bankruptcy, we need, or a recently discharged bankruptcy document, we need that, and a forbearance agreement. Again, these documents are not applicable for everyone, only if they apply to your situation, we will need them. So we have a video that goes through all the step-by-steps. We'll play it. Hopefully you can hear it though. But the purpose of this video is really to go step by step of the application, what documents you need and so forth.
Sorry.
So we're having nevertheless, we will share the link of the video. The video will be posted and disseminated, but we do encourage everyone to look at the video. You can skip that. Once the applicant is done filling out the application, at any point, that individual can check the status of their application, right? And the reason why we do this is that we want to make sure that people know what's going on. We do want to tell people in anticipation that due to the high volume of demand, we do expect that the process of these applications will be maybe a little bit lengthy, but we're doing the best of our ability to do it in a timely manner. At any point, you can go and check your website, the status of your website at ilhab.ida.org. Use the same email and password for you to check the status of your application. I don't expect people to see this, but this is essentially all the different status that an individual can see from letting you know if your application is under review. Maybe you should contact the HUD Agency. Maybe we're waiting from your lender to hear back. Are they willing to take the payment or not? Maybe your application is under quality control. So for quality control, that's a phase in where we have reviewed the application, something did not look right, or maybe there was a document that didn't make any sense, and we flag it and goes to an additional level of review. And then hopefully it gets approved, and unfortunately denied, you'll know that too. Again, as I mentioned before, there's going to be a follow-up that we're going to be doing to all those applications that get approved and funded. Again, primary reason is that we want to make sure that the individual's still living there, they can afford the payment, and make sure that there hasn't been any change to the situation. Our housing stability, these are our agencies that we are very, very proud and here in IDA and relying. They are not only entities that are wealth of information, but they've been able to help us in disseminating information. At IDA, even with our rental payment program and our mortgage assistance program, we have earmarked $20 million that we're giving out in grant funding through all these agencies throughout the state of Illinois. And we're very pleased to say that all of our agencies have actually not only helped us in bringing and helping individuals in filling out the application, but in addition to that, they have helped a lot of individuals that face technology or language barriers, especially in remote areas in the state. But we're going to continue relying on them, and we want to welcome you all to go visit one of them. Some key takeaways is that at any point, regardless if you fill out the application now or even after you submit that application, you should not be paying for this. You should not be paying for getting advice on how to fill this out. You should not be paying getting advice. You should not be paying to fill out the application. Unfortunately, one of the things that we have encountered is the high level of fraud. There's many entities out there that will claim to help you or give you advice on how to fill this out. But again, this is why we have our HUD approved agencies and our community agencies to help you with that information. So you should not pay at all. Also, the payments cannot be initiated. So if your application gets approved, we still got to make sure that your lender's okay with it, especially when the delinquency is much higher than $30,000. We need to ensure that your lender is comfortable with the payment, and also on our end, we need to know who are we making the payment to. And then lastly, again, at any point, whether it's now or after, we do encourage people to go and visit the IllinoisHousingHealth.org website for any additional information. That's where we're going to be posting updated information about the program, any kind of update. So that is a good resource for you. And then our call center. So we do have a call center that's been lately a little bit overwhelmed with high volume of calls and emails, but we have actually assigned a group that's going to be focused on answering your phone calls for the mortgage assistance program. By calling the number 866-I-HELP-1, and then you press option 3, you'll get a live agent who's going to be able to give you information about your application, about the program, and so forth. Now, if you rather send us an email, you can send us an email at havequestions@ida.org. We have actually modified our operation hours from 8 in the morning to 7 p.m. And we do have staff that speak multiple languages. So again, if you have any questions about the program, about your application, give us a call. If you want additional information about other programs that may be suitable for you in regards to housing, contact one of our agencies.
Do we want to have each of our agencies just quickly go up and say how to best reach you, what you're here for, and where you're located at? You guys want to go ahead?
Hi, I'm one of the partner agencies with IDA. My name is Alethea Johnson, and I work for Will County Center for Community Concerns. We serve all of Will County We don't have any restrictions, you do not have to be a part of Will County. We are HUD approved, so we will be issuing certificates after the counseling sessions. We have multiple services besides the IDA program. We do other things like gas, electric, water, financial assistance also for mortgages, for rental, weatherization, home repairs, trying to think of what else we got. Oh, transportation assistance for people who are employed, homeless services assistance. So we have a multitude of assistance to help aid homeowners, not just with the IDA program and a half, but we also have other programs as well. So you can contact us at 815-722-0722. Press 0, go to our receptionist, and have a housing advocate help you. Our hours are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 to 4, and on Wednesdays we are there late. We work from 8 to 7:30. So please contact us with any of your housing issues, and we'll be glad to help. I think that is about all of our services. Thank
Great.
you, and everybody. I hope you get your assistance.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anna, and we are from Rincon Family Services. We're also state funded through IHDA to provide more of an informational assistance for our Spanish-speaking priority community. As Julio mentioned, we do help a lot of our Spanish-speaking, kind of the whole process of what the eligibility requirements are, or not being tech savvy, right? So we help them with guiding them through the whole application process, or sometimes even sitting with them and uploading documents themselves. So we are located in Chicago, but we could also do over the phone sessions if they're comfortable. I know sometimes sharing information via email is not trustworthy, but we meet the person where they are. We also share information on eviction prevention, legal assistance. Right now, helping individuals find financial assistance. So pretty much we're a HUD for referring individuals, especially since we're in DuPage County, we can help refer individuals on this side of town. So we could be reached at 773-564-9070. So we're pretty fluent in English and Spanish, so if anyone wants to call, then we're here to help. Don't forget about the Kankakee office. Oh, and then we also do have a Kankakee office, right? So I don't know if you want to mention a little bit about their services down there.
Just started, so I don't know what. The Yankee office offers the living room, which is for mental health. The Welcoming Center offers everything she just got done saying. We are located in Kankakee on Schuyler. We have information over there. I do not know their address quite well yet. Their number is 815-386-5586. Like I said, we offer with mental health with the living room. We are bilingual. We have everything in the office. We will guide you anywhere you need to go.
Thank you. All right. Last but not least.
Hi, I'm Bob Kelnicky with the Community Service Council. First of all, I want to thank Representative Avelar's office for coming out and hosting this. Julio, thanks for driving out in some heavy traffic. Help us get the information out. It's appreciated. We're located in Bolingbrook on Quadrangle Drive at 440 Quadrangle, Suite C. We also have a satellite office at the Spanish Community Center in Joliet, just east of downtown. We've been a long-time partner with IHDA, and in addition to the HAP program you heard about today, we have a number of other funding sources in place for either rent or mortgage assistance that we can help, again, anybody out with, whether they're in Will County or the surrounding areas. Our number for contact is 815-886-5000. Our website is thecsc.org. You'll find information about the agency as a whole there. In addition to that, if you want to send an email, you can get the process started by emailing help@thecsc.org. The other thing I did want to bring up about our agency is when you're dealing with these financial issues and potentially losing your home, that puts a lot of mental stress on people. Our agency also has licensed clinical social workers on staff. So again, that same number, 815-886-5000. You know, we can help you with those issues as well, whether it be the housing or, you know, some personal issues, some home issues in the home, relationship issues. We have services to help out with all of that. But again, thank you to Representative Avelar, Julio from IHDA. They've been great partners throughout this. And again, please reach out to any of us so we can help you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that showed up today, as well as all of the community organizations that are available to assist. I would like to remind all of our constituents, as well as others, that our office is also available to assist. If you need assist printing, scanning, anything like that, you can come to our office. Our office is located at in the promenade across the CG Comedy Club, as well as you can call our office at 815-372-0085. As well, you can email our office at info@rep.mora.org. And if you have any additional questions on how to reach any of these organizations, feel free to reach out to our office. I hope you all have a nice and great rest of your day. Bye-bye.